Reduced mode. Reduced mode is one of Elite Robot's safety functions. When the robot is running and reduced mode is activated, the robot will decrease the speed to a limited value. This speed limit can be set through system configuration. Choose Preparation, Safety Config, Safe Limit. The user can define safety parameters in normal mode and reduced mode. Speed percentage. The speed limit while running in play mode. Click on Enable Disable in the submenu area to enable the function. After you finish modifying the values, click on Set to save the safety limits. After entering the reduced mode, the robot runs the established parameters of the reduced mode. User can check the reduced mode status of M526 and M527 through Monitor, I/O, Virtual Output. If reduced mode is activated, M526 and M527 will be 1. Otherwise, they will be 0. Interference zones. The interference area is a function that prevents the interference between the robot and other robots or external devices. The system will check if the robot is in an interference zone or not and will output the result via an M signal. Sometimes we call it an M register. If the specified signal is on, it means the robot is in the corresponding interference zone. If it's off, then it means the robot is outside of the corresponding interference zone. There are 16 interference zones that can be configured. The output signals for the interference areas are using virtual registers M440 to M455 respectively. If the TCP moves into a designated area configured with a cubic interference area, or a joint enters a certain range configured with joint interference parameters, the corresponding M register will go high. If the robot has left the interference zone, the signal will return to low. If the interference status needs to be shared with an external device, the simplest way is mapping the corresponding M register to a Y signal by the PLC program and wire the corresponding output port on the I/O board to the desired external device. The interference area types are cubic interference area and joint interference area. Cubic interference area. The cubic interference zone is relative to the base coordinate system. There are 2 ways to set cubic interference areas: vertex mode and center point mode. Vertex mode. Select Preparation Interference Zone. Set Type to Cube and Mode to Vertex. Choose Vertex 1. Move the robot to the position of vertex 1 of the cube and click Set Point 1 in the submenu. Choose Vertex 2. Move the position of the robot to vertex 2 of the cube and click Set Point 2 in the submenu. Click Set in the submenu bar. Center mode. Length, width, height. Select Preparation Interference Zone. Set Type to Cube and Mode to Center. Choose Center Point. Move the TCP to the center point of the cubic area and click Set Point 1 in the submenu. Enter the length, width, and height of the cube. Click Set in the submenu bar. Joint interference zones. The joint interference area is a function that determines whether the current angle of each joint axis lies in a specified range. The user needs to set maximum and minimum joint angles for each joint. Select Preparation Interference Zone. Set Type to Axis and select the target axis number. Select Min. Move the joint to the minimum joint angle and click Set Point 1. Select Max. Move the joint to the maximum joint angle and click Set Point 2. Click Set. Application. Reduced mode can be activated by signals or interference zones. Take reduced mode by user PLC and interference zones as an example. First, configure reduced mode. Then configure interference zones that will be used. Click Extension, User PLC, enter as following. When the robot enters the interference zone, M440 turns on, which triggers S17 and S18 to activate reduced mode. Then both M526 and M527 turn on to indicate robot is in reduced mode.